be making Christmas wreaths, and I'd like you to follow along with me and see what we can create. Hello, today I'm going to show you how to make a moss wreath with all your things that you got in your kit. So first of all, we've got the wreath ring. We're going to tie a bit of string on the wreath ring, which is going to be the bit to hang it up. A lot of florists use wire for this, but I like to use string because it's easier on your hands, and because I make quite a lot of them, it hurts my hands if I use wire for too long. It makes my hands really sore, so I find this is easier on your hands. So the first thing you need to do is tie some string onto the top, leaving a little end so that when we've got all the way round, we've got an end to tie onto. So this is how it should be. Then you get a lump of moss, make it into a fat potato shape, press it on the top of your ring, and then bring your string round 2 or 3 times and pull it tight. Don't pull the string too hard because you might find the string snaps. It's not quite as strong as the wire if you're used to doing it with a wire. So then we need to get another lump of moss and squidge it till it's firm, and then put it up tight to the first bit that we put on, and then carry on wrapping your string round and pulling it tight. And you'll find if you wrap it around 2 or 3 times, it will stay on, then won't come unravelled. And then you continue to do that all the way round. Okay, so when you get round to the end, you should be back to where your tail is. So you can cut your string off, tie it in a knot, and then this you can tie in a knot again and make a little loop to carry it home and hang up on your door like that. So now we're going to add some greenery. So in your kit you should get some ivy with berries, some lovely eucalyptus, which smells amazing. If you crush the leaves you can smell it, and some blue pine. First thing we're going to do is cut the blue pine. I'm just going to move my ring out the way a minute. Cut the blue pine into sections. Now you need to cut hand-sized sections. If you cut it too big, you'll find you won't have enough greenery to go round. Don't worry about cutting and having a stump, because that will all go onto the wreath and it will all blend in with all the other greenery. So if you cut all your greenery into bits like this, and then just throw the stick away. Right, now we need to get the greenery onto the moss. So we're going to tie another bit of string round. You can see I'm tying it a bit further round from the first loop, just so they don't get tangled up together. So tie it in a knot, and then leave a tail again, so you've got something to tie on to when you get back round. So you get your sections of greenery and you put them on the wreath, and if you put them all on going the same direction, you'll find that they come out nicer. And you wind your string round a couple of times like you did with the moss, and you keep adding the greenery on, adding on and wrapping round. And every time you add on greenery, I'm going to put some ivy on now, every time you add on greenery you cover over the last string binding. So you put greenery on and then wind round, and then put some more greenery on top of the string like that, and then you just carry on all the way around. At this stage we're putting in just the greenery, that the pine and the ivy, and I've got a bit of holly out of my garden So that's not included in the kit, but you can go and get some bits out of your garden if you wish. So every time you're adding on greenery, you're covering over the string that you did from before. So I'm putting two on at the same time here. Try and put some on the inside and some on the outside, so you cover up the string. So you shouldn't be able to see any string at all. You should just see lots of nice lovely greenery on your wreath. Okay, so when you get round and you've decorated all your wreath with greenery and added all the greenery on, don't worry if it's a little bit empty at the top, because we will be decorating and putting some other bits on. You should have gone back round to your original tail. So now we need to cut that off and tie it in a knot. Like that. And we can cut that off short now, because you should still have your, if you haven't tied it in with your wreath, you should still have your hanging loop. And that's your wreath. So now we're going to add some eucalyptus to our wreath. So I'm going to cut off all the bits of eucalyptus. And each stem of eucalyptus you can cut in two. And you'll find that the stems of this poke in the moss. So you should be able to poke them through the greenery so that the ends are in the moss. And then that will help it last longer. If you pull the last two leaves off the bottom, you can poke it in. And you can put that all the way through, all the way round. Put your eucalyptus in all the way round. Okay, so now we've got the fun bit, the decorations. Your kit should include a little bag of goodies. So you've got wires, ribbon, little apples, some dried oranges, some cones, some cinnamon sticks, some little tags, and some orange slices. I'm going to show you how to put them all on wires. So to put a cone on a wire, get your cone, you get your wire, and it goes around the bottom of the cone, and then you twist the two ends together, and that wire will go through your wreath. The apples are already on wires, so that's good. To wire the oranges, you get a thick wire and you go straight through the slits and out the other side. It's not always easy to get them through, so you need to try again. If it doesn't work first time, just try through on a different slit and just keep trying the different slits, and eventually you'll be able to get it through. Like so. And again, you bend both the wires to the back, twist them to hold it on, and that's called a double leg mount, and that can go into your wreath. To wire the cinnamon sticks, they're already tied in little bundles for you. So you need to get a wire and go through the raffia at the back, and again both bits of wires out the back and twist, and that holds it on the wire securely. With the orange slices, I like to put a couple together, but you can put them singly if you want to. And you put the wire through the edge of the orange slice near the rind, and you bend the wire back and twist again to hold them into place. And I find adding two at the same time looks quite pretty, but you can put them on singly if you want to. With the tags, you can either pin them onto the wreath, or you can cut the string off and put the wire through the little holes, and again twist the two so it's on a double wire, and that will push straight through your moss. If you're having trouble getting your wire through your orange, it's sometimes very tricky. If you're having trouble, the best thing to do is get a bamboo stick, like a barbecue stick, and poke it straight through and make a hole for your wire to go through. So if you make a hole like that, then you should be able to get the wire through much easier. So now I'm going to show you how to do a ribbon. So in your kit you should have a nice length of ribbon. You need to hold it in your finger and thumb across your hand like that. The first loop goes over, the second loop goes under, the third loop goes over, and the last loop goes under. So you go over, under, over, under. Then the middle of your bow, you lay the wire underneath so the wire is ready, and you squeeze and crumple the middle of your bow. Don't worry if there's any bits of hessian that come off, because we can cut those off after. Bend the wire over and scrunch it all in the middle, and then you twist your wires together like you did with the other decorations to hold it firmly, and then you can adjust your bow so that's ready to go in. So now we're going to decorate our wreath with all our ingredients, and it's up to you if you want to put your bow at the top or at the bottom of your wreath. It's your design, so you can put it wherever you like. So I'm going to put mine at the top. The wires poke through and come out the back of the moss. So when they come out the back, you bend them over and you poke them back into the moss, and then that keeps your bow and your decorations in firmly so they don't fall out. And then you just need to decorate with all your other ingredients. So here's your finished wreath. I hope you all enjoyed making your wreath along with me. I'd like to wish you a happy Christmas and a happy New Year too. See you again soon.